What's up, beautiful people? This is Carl from the Kirsten Carl Show here with another video. We're going to do the top 10 NFL quarterbacks of this season. This isn't my all-time list. This isn't a list of guys in order if I was choosing a team. This is just the way they've played this year, me watching them, who I got in the top 10. So let's get right into it. It is my GOAT, my favorite player of the last 15 years or so, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Best touchdown interception ratio in NFL history, and he's just doing more of the same this year. Let's take a look at the stats. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I believe he's 23 touchdowns to 4 interceptions right now. You know, a little behind pace maybe of where he's been in years past, but he has missed a game. And he's playing with a broken toe. Aaron Rodgers, you just can't beat the way he looks so calm all the time in the pocket. He knows exactly where his guys are going to be. The rapport he has with receivers like Devontae Adams, is unmatched. And obviously the arm talent has always been there. The guy can spin it. The guy can throw from different arm angles. He can manipulate the pocket. He's not quite as mobile as he was in the past, but he still makes it happen. You saw the pump fake touchdown against one of the best athletes in the NFL, Jalen Ramsey, last week against the Rams. So number one, we're going with my guy, Aaron Rodgers. Number two, we're going with the GOAT, the GOATy GOAT, and that would be Mr. Thomas Edward Brady. Hard not to go with Tom Brady. The guy's just clutch, man. He's got that clutch gene. You know, he's already got a couple game-winning drives this year. Just more of the same from him. I mean, who else do you want with the ball in his hands with, a minute on the clock, down 3? You want Tom Brady. I mean, there's really no other option. And he's, got weapons. This year, the offensive line is good, so he's obviously got a lot of things going for him. I think Antonio Brown being out has hurt him some this year. But we're going Tom Brady, number two. Stats right now, 30 touchdowns to 9 interceptions with the 103 rating. So, he's just balling out. And Tom Brady's coming in at number two. Number three on our list is Justin Herbert. And I'm not a huge stats guy, I like to just watch and, go from there. But, the stats can come in handy. Justin Herbert is number one in the NFL right now in total QBR. Number one. That, has got to account for something. So Justin Herbert's coming in at number three, a lot because of that number one ranking in QBR, which the total QBR ranking from ESPN weights all different kinds of metrics, when they're making the plays, whether it be third down, fourth down, efficiency, all different things go into that score. And he's number one right now in the NFL. Justin Herbert's touchdown to interception, he's 24-10 right now. Fair number of picks, but, he's putting the ball in the end zone. And he's getting better. I mean, you can literally see the kid getting better and better with each snap. So Justin Herbert's coming in at number three. Number four, we got Patrick Mahomes. Nothing personal, but I've never been the biggest Pat Mahomes fan. I think he's always been a little bit overrated. I think Tyreek Hill may be the greatest receiver at getting separation and going deep that it has ever been in the NFL. And people don't talk about that as much as they want to talk about how great Pat Mahomes is. Pat Mahomes has struggled at times this year. On the total QBR list, he is 9th. So just snuck in the top 10 there on total QBR. And let's see, what is his touchdown? So right now he's got 25 TDs to 11 interceptions. So right there, similar to Herbert's touchdown interception ratio. Pat Mahomes, obviously great, amazing arm, one of the best arms in NFL history. Manipulates the pocket well. Very smart player. Except at times this year, I will say when he was struggling, he wasn't taking the underneath throws. I mean, since he's been the team in general and him, since they've been started playing well again, Mahomes has started taking those underneath throws. It's cliche, but you have to take what the defense is giving you. Pat Mahomes wasn't necessarily doing that at the beginning of the year. He's trying to force the ball deep to Hill or force the ball into coverage to Kelsey, his favorite weapons. But at times you just got to dump it off to the, no-name receiver or no-name tight end and, pick up 3 or 4 yards if that's what the defense is giving you. But still, Pat Mahomes, incredible player, one of the best players in the NFL, and obviously will be a perennial top 5 quarterback for the next, 10 years at least. Number 5, this guy may be higher if he's struggled with injuries the last few weeks. I don't even think he's played in 3 weeks, one of those being a bye, but still. And that's Kyla Murray, one of the most electric players in football. Who doesn't like watching Kyla Murray play? The guy's got a cannon for an arm. What is he, 5'9", 5'10", and he's just slinging that thing. I don't even know how he sees over the offensive lineman. Kyla Murray's so much fun to watch. And he's obviously got the speed. Not only does he have the arm, but he has the speed, man. I mean, this kid is fast. He can fly around. He can kill you with his legs. He can kill you with his arm. He can kill you with his intelligence. He's just the whole package, except for he's a small package, which, is working for him so far. But I think that will prevent him from maybe being as good as he could be if he was, say, 6'2", 6'3". But, hey, that's you got to deal with what the good Lord gave you. Let's look at Kyler's stats right here. So Kyler's touchdown to interception is 17-7. So 17 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Not bad. And obviously he's got the rushing TDs to go along with it. So Kyla Murray, incredible player. Just a playmaker. Just an absolute playmaker. So he's coming in at number 5. Number 6, we got the guy up in Buffalo, Josh Allen. Pretty similar type of player to Pat Mahomes, I would say. Both big. Josh Allen, I think, is a little taller than Pat Mahomes. Both huge arms. Both can move well in the pocket. Both can run. Josh Allen can really run, though. I would say he's a better runner than Pat Mahomes. Josh Allen can get those wheels rolling when he wants to. At times, I think Josh Allen can get rattled, say if they go down or say if the opposing defense is playing really well. And both of those situations are when you want your franchise quarterback to, take it to that next level and get you back in the game. And at times I've seen Allen falter at doing that. But still, amazing player, got an amazing connection with the great receiver Stephon Diggs. Josh Allen coming in at number 6. Number 7, we got Lamar Jackson. I mean, who doesn't love Lamar Jackson? You could just watch that guy play football all day long. I know I could. He can just run away from people in the blink of an eye. I mean, you think they got him, and then they don't. He's gone. He's going to burn you for 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards if you don't get your hands on him. Just incredibly fast. The fastest quarterback I've ever seen. Him and Mike Vick are different players, even though they get compared a lot. I think they're different players. Lamar's a lot bigger. But Lamar Jackson, man, I mean, he's throwing the ball pretty well. What's his ratio right now? He did have a down. Yeah, I mean, he had a really down game last week with the 4 picks. It's kind of screwing up his ratio because he's 15-12 on touchdowns to interceptions right now. So not great. Where's he winding up in the total QBR? Total QBR, he's 16, so he fell out of the top 15 with that. But still, just with the electricity that he brings, the leadership that he brings, the playmaking ability that he brings, the winning that he's always done. Hopefully he can get some wins in the playoffs now. But Lamar Jackson coming in at 7. Number 8, Matt Stafford. New beginning with the Rams. Sean McVay, they've kind of both changed some things to make it fit. I think the Rams are running it a little less than they did with Jared Goff, playing a little more shotgun than they were with Jared Goff. Goff was under center a lot more than Stafford is, but just having a great year. I mean, obviously Cooper Kupp is leading the world in receiving right now, and that has a lot to do with Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford is a great quarterback, big arm, At times, I think can be a little inaccurate. Kind of, like Pat Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, Kyla Murray, like those guys, they're hitting almost every throw that, they have a clean pocket. I'll see Stafford sometimes clean pocket throw, and it's not close. And it's, that's one of his weaknesses, I think, is consistency with the accuracy. But still, a great quarterback. I love watching this guy play. One of my favorite NFL players of all time, Calvin Johnson. He obviously played alongside Matt Stafford, and, I used to love watching them make plays together. So we got Matt Stafford coming in at number 8. Number 9, this might be a surprise to some people, but I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins at number 9. Kirk is having arguably the best season of his career. I think he's leading the league in touchdown to interceptions. He's coming in at 11 on total QBR. You got guys like Tua ahead of him on QBR, though, and Jimmy G. And so QBR is kind of an imperfect metric, I would say. Derek Carr is ahead of Kirk Cousins. And, Kirk has been winning this year. He hasn't been throwing picks. Let's see, his touchdown. Yeah, he's 23-3 on touchdown to interception ratio, which, that's pretty damn good. He's got a great set of receivers to make plays for him, Thielen and Cook, and then obviously Justin Jefferson, the freak of nature from LSU that the Vikings were very smart to have picked up in that NFL draft a few years ago. Justin Jefferson he seems unguardable at times. So Kirk Cousins coming in at number 9. You like that? Number 10, we got Joey B. Number 10 was tough for me because there's a lot of guys I'll list some honorable mentions. I mean, obviously guys like Big Ben, Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was in the top 5 of this list, I would say, last year, but he just hasn't played well. So, I mean, just looking at the numbers, it's hard to put a guy like Russell Wilson in there for, since we're just talking about this season. Dak Prescott I really wanted to put here, but that game against the Chiefs, I mean, he was just not good. And he's had a few games like that this year where he just he hasn't been great. Now, Burrow's touchdown to interception is 22 TDs to 12 picks. Let's see where he's winding up on the total QBR. He's 15th on total QBR, so just snuck into the top 15. You got Mac Jones, Tannehill, Wentz ahead of him. Wentz was my honorable mention. But number 2, we're going to go Joe Burrow. Love watching him play. He's going to be a top 10 quarterback for years to come. The kid is good. He's getting better. He can move. He can throw. He can manipulate the defense. He's audibling at the line of scrimmage. He's hot routing his guys. So we're going Joe Burrow, number 10. Honorable mentions, some guys that, I really kind of thought maybe deserved a spot in here, but, there's only 10. If there's only 10, there's only 10. But with honorable mentions, we're going to go Dak Prescott. Earlier this season, it looked like he'd be in the top 5 of this list, but he's fallen off a bit. Derek Carr is having a good season. Not the biggest Derek Carr fan. Just never have been. I don't know why. Wish him the best. Mac Jones. The kid is balling, man. The timing of his throws is perfect. Damn near perfect. Almost every throw. The timing is great, and that's an underrated thing when people are watching football. The timing needs to be good because against these NFL defenses, you have to have good timing or else that gap closes up quick. And then last on the honorable mentions, we're going to show Carson Wentz some love. Carson Wentz is having a great year. He's been balling out at times. He's made mistakes at times. A left-handed pick. I don't know what he was thinking there, but Carson Wentz, honorable mention for my top 10 of quarterback play 2021 so far this year. All right, that's the list. Y'all discuss it in the comments. Thanks.